Good morning, Heritage. So today, this is Mr. Ross, and today with me I have a special guest. His name is Jerry Dudley. He is the former teacher here at Heritage High School, teaching the Building Trades Department. And so, Jerry, can you just introduce yourself a little bit and describe your trade background?
I'm Jerry Dudley. I taught here at Heritage High School for 29 years. Had a good time doing it. We built a lot of things here, houses, sheds, what have you. And I'm a Class A general contractor. I've been in the business all my life. My dad was a building contractor, and I was raised building houses from the time I was born.
Cool. So what's your favorite thing about construction? Why'd you stick with it?
I love to be able to leave every day and see what I've done. That's one of the it's just a job satisfaction thing. And a lot of times the students, when they left the class, they could look back and see what they've done. They could ride the school bus and tell their friends, well, I helped put the roof on that house out there. I like that. And I like not having to be nailed down to the same spot all the time. You know, in construction work, you're working all over the city, state, country. And I enjoyed not being in the same place doing the same thing every day.
Awesome. So why I brought Jerry in today is because we're going to be learning about tools in this module. And for me, I grew up basically with these cordless tools that you get to see in front of you. Tools have come a long way in the last 50 years or so. And so Jerry's gotten to see that evolution of tools from where it started to now. And so I brought him in so he can just share with us a little bit of just that journey. Because I can tell you what I've heard about it, but he has firsthand real life experience with it. And so Jerry, what tools did you start out with when you first started? What was in your tool bag?
We had our own hand tools. We had a nail apron. Usually it was a cloth nail apron with our hammers, our rulers, nail sets. There really was not any speed squares to speak of back then, and usually if you had kept a square with you, we used a framing square most of the time, but if you kept one with you, it was usually a combination square. And the truck, usually you could carry most of your tools in one toolbox. It was skill saw, drill. Everything was electric. Everything was corded, or everything was hand. Usually when we set door frames and door jambs and what have you, we put doorknobs and what have you on with a brace and bit and an auger bit. And we pretty much everything was either hand tools or corded, one or the other. Very few battery power tools.
So how would you say that tools have changed the construction world?
Things are quite a bit more accurate now. Back in the day, we used a hand miter box. And now we've got, of course, the electric miter boxes. We've got sliding miter boxes. The accuracy is a lot better. You're able to just take just a very teeny tiniest amount off of a piece of trim that to make it fit. Then back a few years ago, when most of the stuff was hand done, you got real good with a wood rasp, a block plane, or a piece of sandpaper trying to make something fit. But you were very much more careful in measuring and fitting things the first time. So you tried to do it right the first time, so you didn't have to go through all that stuff.
You're saying maybe there's a little bit less precision in just the first attempts now?
Yes, absolutely.
Because it's easier to fix your mistakes versus back in the day with a hand tool, you were kind of stuck. Once you messed it up once,
That's right.
a lot harder to fix.
Right.
So for you, what changed the game for you the most? What was the tool that you love the most or really changed the industry for you?
I like the reciprocating saw. Normally, if we were going through a wall with installing a new door, we'd either cut it with a skill saw or a keyhole saw. A hand keyhole saw is basically a pointed saw that you try to jam through the wall and cut around it by hand. That reciprocating saw that they've got these days, man, you can do all kinds of stuff. But you could cut trees down with it if you wanted to. So I really like the reciprocating saw. I like the power miter box, and that's two of my more favorite tools.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, so yeah, the last question we just had, what is your all-time favorite tool they ever used? What's your favorite one?
Oh my gracious. I probably the one I find most useful is the cordless drill. You can use them for driving screws. You can drill holes. You can use them for anything that you would used to have to drag cords to. I really like the cordless drill. That's probably my more favorite of the whole bunch of them.
Say that if you're looking for what's the first tool I should buy, I would say that would be my recommendation too, is start out cordless drill and start from there and choose your battery platform and go from there.
Yes, quality counts in tools. Even back in the day, you could buy some very inexpensive homeowner tools that we would probably eat up in a day out on a construction site. Get you some good quality tools that have good reputation, good following.
Exactly. Invest in something that's going to last you more than one job. If you're in a pinch, yes, sometimes you got to go for the cheaper one, but if you can, work your way up. Don't buy them all at once. Wait for the sales and get the good stuff so that you have a tool that's going to last you for years, not just for one job or two.
And don't let any people borrow your tools. If you do, make sure you get them back.
Exactly. Be careful. Don't let people borrow your stuff, or at least make them sign a contract. They're bringing it back. Anything else, Jerry, you want to share with the group?
It was fun. You guys are and I say guys, I mean guys, girls, everybody. You guys are in a class that will feed you for the rest of your life. The tradesmen will never leave you. You can go anywhere in this world and get a job doing what you do in this class right here and get well paid for it. And I think it's a very honorable thing to be a carpenter. And I've always been proud to be a carpenter, and you will too.
All right. Thank you, Jerry, for joining us. Hope you guys enjoy this video.
All right.
See ya.